The first negative response is secondary trauma. You can speak of secondary trauma if a person experiences symptoms of traumatic stress and the person that experiences these symptoms didn't experience the traumatic event themselves, but was somehow exposed to a traumatic event happening to someone else, and the symptoms impact the person's well-being. Secondary trauma, also known as vicarious trauma in some literature, can have a huge impact on youth professionals and their jobs. It may disrupt the ability to think clearly, critically, and decisively while assessing risk and safety, as well as the ability to make fair judgment and decisions. Another negative response, compassion fatigue, is a result of immediate work with people affected by trauma. It is an emotional and physical exhaustion, a progressive fatigue of empathy, compassion, and hope for others and self. Compassion fatigue results in a decreased ability to engage with others in an empathic and compassionate manner, an avoidance of certain actions, situations, and people you are helping, being excessively worried by another person's suffering or pain. The last negative response is burnout. Burnout is a result of chronic exposure or work with vulnerable and suffering populations. It can happen to anyone, but people that are working with populations that are vulnerable or suffering are at more risk to it. Burnout is characterized by emotional exhaustion. Youth professionals feel physically and emotionally depleted and are no longer capable of giving all of themselves in their job. Depersonalization. This can show itself by a detached attitude, cynicism, or an emotional distance towards the people you are working with and work in general. And a reduced feeling of personal accomplishment. A youth worker might feel less self-efficacy or might not see the meaningfulness of their roles. Burnout can make us more susceptible to compassion fatigue and secondary trauma. A neutral response to work-related trauma exposure is resilience. Resilience is an individual's ability to overcome or adjust to stressors. Resilient individuals are able to confront tough situations, regulate their emotions, devise a plan, enact that plan, and continue to interact effectively in the world. A positive response is compassion satisfaction or the positive benefit that one receives from direct interaction with individuals who are suffering or are traumatized. It can be considered as the opposite of compassion fatigue. Compassion satisfaction can include feelings of pleasure because of being able to help others and a strong belief in the significance and value of one's role. Higher levels of compassion satisfactions are associated with reduced risk of compassion fatigue and burnout. Experiencing trauma in an indirect way can critically challenge us to re-examine ourselves. This can have some great positive impact on how we view the world. It's what we call vicarious transformation. Experiencing trauma in an indirect way might help to appreciate what we have, reprioritize our concerns, deepen our compassion for others, force ourselves to examine how our own lives and relationships are shaped, challenge our belief systems and prejudices, and so on.